I think that President Trump, when he tweets, Jussie Smollett, what about MAGA and the tens of millions of people you insulted with your racist and dangerous comments? It was too broad of a brushstroke to denigrate all MAGA supporters.
I don't know. I mean, I've seen a lot of what happens at these MAGA rallies. I don't know if you've seen some of the signs and comments that they say. I think, look, the Jussie Smollett thing has a lot of holes in that story, for sure. I don't think this is the opportunity or the time for everybody to say, oh my gosh, so sorry, you guys. Who would ever think that of the MAGA crowd? Like, there's reason. There's where there's smoke, there's fire. There was smoke there at these things. So I'm not giving him a pass. I'm just saying there's a reason why people were willing to believe it.
Van, go ahead.
Well, I think I see it slightly differently in that the one thing you want if you are going to have a justice movement that is credible is not to lump everyone in the same category and say, well, your whole category, your whole class is suspect. So therefore, even if somebody says something that's not true, it's not that big a deal because your whole class is suspect. That's what they do to black people. And I don't believe that. I have huge criticisms and problems with this rise of hatred in the country. I think the president too often aids and abets that by things he says and does not say, and that's a big problem. That is a separate matter from any individual incident and any individual person who's being accused or who's making an accusation. We have to be able to separate those things. It is, in fact, the case that liberals and progressives, like myself, called attention to this when we thought that it was the MAGA crowd. We put up videos, we tweeted, we talked about it. So we can't now say it's not a story when it turns out that it's almost certainly to be a hoax. And so, you got to eat the whole hamburger when stuff like this happens. And I think everybody needs to take a step back. What I want to say about where we are now is, yes, I said yesterday, let's not just ride this pendulum back and forth and back and forth. There seems to be overwhelming evidence that what Jussie said is not true. The police have made their case. We still have not heard publicly yet from Jussie Smollett. I want to hear from him. I want us to move forward. But I do think, to the extent that it is a story, it's not like liberals and progressives says, it's not that big a deal. Everybody be quiet. We don't want any attention on this. We said it's a story. And I think if it's a story when it's on one side, it's got to be a story on the other too.
Hey, State Seekers. Just to give you a little insight on who Tiffany Cross is. Tiffany Cross is the co-founder and managing editor of The Beat DC, a national platform intersecting politics, policy, business, media, and people of color. That's what her bio lists directly from her website, tiffanyDcross.com. I really do enjoy this clip. I feel that Van Jones did try to make a valid defense in regards to what exactly the situation was, how the media painted it, and of course how they were putting out videos and blaming MAGA supporters. I really don't agree with Tiffany and how she tried to, nobody on the left, especially persons like Tiffany, can ever just accept that sometimes they might be wrong. So, I hope you enjoyed the clip, and there'll be many more to come.